Are we live? Are we live? Hey, hey guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please tell me that you can hear me. Hello to everyone who's watching this in the recording. Yay! Hi George. Yay. Okay. I plugged in the compressor. Yeah. So yeah, today's my birthday. Thank you everyone for congrats. And yeah, thank you, Sulakolka. Yeah, thank you for the day. You're getting older. You're actually getting older every day, but this is just the day when the I+1, when the iteration comes up, the counter ticks. Am I too loud? Спасибо, спасибо. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'm really happy that I actually managed to go live because there were some obstacles to that. Just let me. Okay, I think this is a little better. At least I'm not as loud as I used to be in my own earphones. Norway, cool. Thank you. And yeah. Oh, I forgot one thing. Just a second. Yay. So yeah, I got an iPad here just to show you some album artwork when I speak about the albums, to show you what it looked like more distinctly than the compilation picture. That what used to be the cover of this stream. Yeah. Just a second. Ugh. You know, it's one of those things when you need to go fast and not be late, everything turns against you. Yay. So I've got my radioactive coffee. A little bit of ASMR. Actually, I had this crazy idea of doing some ASMR videos too, reading metal lyrics, but eventually I dismissed this idea as too crazy and just generally. Yeah, what do you think? Should I do some ASMR? You know, like practice of harmony is a delicate thing. The tension preceding the bow and the string. That was Ishan, by the way. Just something that popped into my mind, right? Just on the spot. Yeah, some lyrics that popped into my mind on the spot. So, yeah, do you think that would be people would enjoy that? My coffee. I would have to consult the label. Actually, I like Ethiopian actually, but this one, my husband bought, and I don't remember what it says actually. It's Arabica. Well, but that's not country. Yeah, I know. It's just the kind, but the country. I don't know. Maybe Colombian. I'm not sure. Yay to coffee geeks. I'm not a geek. I love a good coffee, but I don't discriminate much actually. but I do like Ethiopian. I don't know it. I actually feel it, like that it's really different and in a way that I like it. So we're talking about my Last FM top albums of all time, and I've been scrobbling since 2006, and most of the albums on that list, on that grid, are actually like something to I listened to mostly before 2010, because before that time I listened to music like massively, like all the time, 24/7, and a lot of stuff on repeat, a lot of stuff that actually was formative for my taste in music, for my view as a singer, as and well, just that's the stuff that forms sort of my music lover core. Yeah. But and then I actually almost stopped listening to it, or used players that didn't scrabble. So there's like, if you watch my if I open my stats, so it's like 2006, 2007, 2008, 2010, and then just like the graph goes very low, and it reanimated in 2018, basically shortly before I started this channel. And so I would love to see some stats for this period, but well, that's actually in Last.fm Pro. It's only available on Last.fm Pro, but and I don't really see the point of buying it because I don't need any of the other functions. Backbeat swing. Well, I do prefer metal, but when it's a little bit, well, a little bit beaty and groovy, I do love it. So, um, but in this chart, I don't think it appears much. There's no such music in this chat, but in this chart. But generally, what I like, not metal. Well, I think, yeah, there will be some non-metal bands that, at least, that are not actually metal anymore, or not considered metal, but are once again crucial to forming of the scene itself. And I think Portishead a little bit, the Roseland live concert with the symphonic orchestra. It is absolutely gorgeous. You should watch it. Even if you're a hardcore metal head, you should watch it. It's very touching. Yeah, very atmospheric. So I need to open the chat a little closer because I don't see it that well. So so yeah, we start with Beyond Twilight. Yeah, that's the artwork. Beyond Twilight is it's an international band, but mostly Swedish, if I recall correctly. Um, if I recall correctly, but on this, and they had 3 different vocalists on their 3 albums. Um, one of them being the famous Jorn Lande. I hope you know him. He's a really cool singer from Norway. Uh, very powerful voice, very emotional very powerful voice, very emotional delivery. Amazing singer. And this one is, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I already switched. This one, the Devil's Hall of Fame. Yeah, the Devil's Hall of Fame. I think it's 2001. Yeah, I may confuse the. Yeah. So Beyond Creation. Beyond Twilight, yeah. Beyond Creation, I haven't listened to much of their stuff, but I watched a couple of their videos, and they're very techy, very technical, very technically sophisticated. Um, Guys, it's kind of music that kind of blows your brain up, and but it's not what usually gets me, not what I usually get. Alan Londe project, yeah. Alan Londe project. Again, I haven't heard much of it, but I heard some tracks, and yeah, it was awesome. By the way, Russell Allen will be on this chart too. Yeah. So Beyond Twilight, I do. This is like this is prog metal. Yes, the heavy-ish prog metal. A little rooted a little in doom, I'd say. It's kind of darkish, and well, and the themes, the melodies are kind of dark on this album, and so if you like this kind of stuff, in the Devil's Hall of Fame, before me now, I see a dying planet. So yeah, that like that. Technical, yeah. Well, I think that's even I love prog, you know that, yeah, but it's a little too overloaded for me. Technical depth, that is, yeah. But Beyond Twilight is the real good classic heavy metal with progish stuff. Quite a lot of progish stuff, and it's concept piece, so it's like it has sort of a plot. It's not exactly a plot, but yeah, a concept, a setting. When the lyrical hero, a lyrical character, yeah, that delivers the story. Not exactly story, not like Arion stories where everything is linear and everybody sing in dialogue. But I do love Arion anyway. So next thing is pain. Pain. I'm sorry. Nothing remains the same. And I will also. This thing is a little higher on the chart, but it's another Pain album on that chart, and I'd like to speak about them together because they're kind of different, but at the same time they have pretty much the same significance to me. So Pain, Dancing with the Dead, and Pain, Nothing Remains the Same. So Nothing Remains the Same is the album where you'll find the iconic Pain song that everybody knows. Even the last non-metal lover person would know that. It's called Shut Your Mouth. You know it. You totally know it. Even if you don't know its name, you've probably heard the keyboard tune. Yeah. So there was a time when like somebody made a remix of it, and everybody had it on their ringtone in Russia. Like everybody who like don't even know the genre, like who treats everything harder than Scorpions as metal. Even if they knew it. What's this about? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll return to that. This is about my all-time favorite albums from Last FM, but according to Last FM. So those are the albums that I scrabbled most. Yeah, and it's a birthday stream, so yeah, I'm humbly accepting your congratulations. Yeah. Are there any singers you got to know through Arion and then learned more about? Yes, absolutely. One of them was Jorn Lande. Yes, I heard him on 01011001. I think I got the ones and zeros right. I hope so. You got the one, yeah. Yeah, I'm 33. Yeah, it's a pretty number. Uh, People in Russia like to say that it's the age of Jesus Christ. So yeah, so it was Jorn Landi, and actually Russell Allen. Also, I got I tried listening to Symphony X before Arion. Maybe I should talk about this a little later when we get to Symphony X. Uh, okay, I'll finish this thought and then I'll tell you about Symphony X. Okay, so I tried listening to Symphony X before. Before I heard Alan on an Arion album, or actually, should I say Star One and their live performance? But I never really liked him there because he'd always either screech or bark. I don't know. He only showed these kinds of vocals. He was like, or and and then I heard him on Arion, and I thought, wow, that dude can sing really, really well. Of course, yeah. And then I loved him, and I listened to him more, and I found Paradise Lost, which I will also mention. My favorite number. Yay! Yay! Thank you guys for all the congrats. Oh, I accidentally turned off. So let's return to Pain. Let's return to Pain. I think it's a nice beginning to like some lines from a thrash song. So Nothing Remains the Same and Dancing with the Dead. So as I said, Shut Your Mouth is on Nothing Remains the Same, but also an amazing cover of Beatles. And I think a cover of Björk, or was it on a different album? Yeah, but I like the atmosphere. It's pretty dark actually. Like especially one of my favorite songs is "Hate Me." I wish that you could hate me. Things would be so easy. A very dark, a very dramatic song. Love it. And Dancing with the Dead, it's a little more groovy. It's a little more modern metalish. Oh, come to think of it, I just realized that Pain is like the pioneers of modern metal when people started mixing dance rhythms and metal and a lot of electronics. So, and Dancing with the Dead, one of the is totally one of them. So, and then later we had all this stuff like Amaranth and what else? Dynasty, but Dynasty not exactly modern, but yeah, I think they qualify. Yeah. So this is Pain. I actually missed Pain albums or Pain concerts when they came to Yekaterinburg, but I did go to Hypocrisy, and well, he's awesome. They're all awesome. I really enjoy that gig. Yeah, and Pain is well scheduled to come again on. I don't remember the exact date. It's somewhere in winter, I think, and I really hope everything works out because I really would like to go to a Pain concert. Yeah. So next, Apocalyptica. Yeah, cult. That is year 2000, and it's their first album consisting mostly of their original stuff. So before that, there were Apocalyptica plays Metallica by four cellos, which was kind of revelatory for the scene. So it created a how do I say that? Created, made a lot of noise, literally. Okay, guys, I need to put this on hold for the second because I have turkey in the oven and it smells weird. So would you please excuse me for a minute? Okay, turkey's okay. The turkey is okay. For a mint to PO box. I don't have a PO box, but I feel really awkward saying this, but I never asked for donations in all my 3 years on YouTube. You know that. But this is my birthday, so if you want to give me a kind of a little present, if just if you're considering it, there's a special button in the under the chat, so you can do that. So I'm not insisting. I will be happy with just a happy birthday, but if you have the intention of doing so, if you like my content, and please consider donating. Yeah, by the or I can also set up some page like coffee or something if you don't want to uh, use the YouTube button for it. So, but once again, it's totally up to you. I'm not insisting in any way. So let's go back to Apocalyptica. Once again, they made a lot of noise with their Metallica covers. It was a kind of a like revolutionary. Actually, it was like really wow, guys are playing metal on cellos. Whoa, you could do that. It was like right now we have all kinds of artists with all kinds of instruments playing metal, like the violinists, girls and guys on hurdy-gurdies, the harp metal. Have you seen that girl who plays Born of Osiris on a harp, like a huge big ass harp? Yeah. So, but back then it was revolutionary. Uh, then they had Symphony of Destruction. I don't remember what it was called. Their second album, and it included some Metallica and Megadeth covers, and I think there was a couple, one or two original tracks, but they didn't stick. I think, but this one is almost completely original, and it contains such captivating melodies, absolutely beautiful. And this was before they got the drummer, which I did not approve of. Of course, nobody asks me. Who cares? It's their music, their vision. They are entitled to do anything they want with it. So yeah, but I prefer them in this setup, in this lineup, without the drums, just the four cellos and these amazing melodies. My favorite one is Romance, and I also this was in I listened to that heavily in school in the university, and I actually wrote some lyrics for one of them, Beyond Time. Yeah, I still remember that, and uh, they still sound in my head when I come across this track and listen to it. So it's so silly, so I wouldn't even reproduce it now. So chicken curry in the oven, yay! Well, I'm preparing the birthday dinner, so yeah, I did that whole day. So this was just yeah. Well, it's not a big turkey, not like the whole turkey, because well, it's a whole lot of trouble. Yeah, it's just turkey breasts in my in a marinade. that I made up absolutely out of the blue one day. So, but it proved nice. It's white wine, mayonnaise, a little bit olive oil, and some herbs, no, like mill herbs. Milled, Sorry. Okay, so if there are no questions about Apocalyptica, yeah, everything that went before or after that is like I didn't get it, but this one is absolutely awesome. I do recommend it to everyone. So, oh, the next that's what I was talking about. Um, the non-metal in my chart: Anathema, Alternative 4, and Judgment. Those occupy different steps in the chart, different places in the chart, but I put them together right now because they kind of exist like in tandem for me personally. They used to be a doom metal band, like really heavy and dirty sound, and then they resulted in this beautiful music. Absolutely beautiful, very atmospheric. This is what I call my cup of depresso. Yes, this is the music that I call that because it's very depressed, very sad, like to the bottom of the heart, sad, and contemplative, and just really. I don't even have words to describe it. I should get some words to describe it, especially if I want to take the C2 exam next summer. Yeah, so yeah, Anathema. How I came across it, even my first band, which played like something like alternative, no alternative, just something between rock and metal, like let's say hard rock maybe. Yeah, with some tiny little proggish elements. Yeah. So we wanted to do a cover song for our live performances, and the guys gave me Anathema and Tiamat to choose from. The first one was, yeah, they first suggested that we cover Anathema's Deep. Yeah. Feel my heart burning deep inside, yearning. I know it is coming. All our times will come. But we didn't cover it. Yeah. We didn't cover it because it didn't fit my range. It was in a key that was, oh my god, thank you, Andre. We have a first donation. Yay! Thank you so much. I'm so humbled and happy, and wow, this thing actually works. Yeah, so thank you very much. I'm really humbled. Really, it's really heartwarming, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. I tell you what, DM me on Instagram with a request and I'll put a rush on it. Yeah. So, Elvan, is that Elvan? Is that the girl with the harp? I don't remember her name. It's Bandcamp Friday. Musician. Oh, thank you so much. I can say I'm a musician. I'm a performer, but I don't speak of myself as a musician. Yeah. So, so the key of the song was very inconvenient for me. So it was too low for me to sing it in the original, and some of its parts were too high for me to comfortably sing it if I switch it an octave up. And we couldn't switch it because it would we couldn't just do a little bit of a key change because then the guitarists would have to, well, the whole band would have to learn it from scratch. So we covered Tiamat, which is we covered Whatever That Hurts from Wild Honey, also an iconic album, which I am surprised is not in the in this chart, because I listened to it on repeat right around that time, like crazy. So I really don't know why it's not on the list. But Tiamat, Wild Honey, is absolutely ingenious, even though he took a ton of drugs while making it. So I guess he had a series of particularly productive trips under those drugs. So children, don't do drugs, even if they make you write music, ingenious music. So yeah, Anathema is absolutely gorgeous. I don't really get anything that goes after those two albums, Alternative 4 and Judgment, but these two are absolutely diverting. Yes, I learned this word today, diverting. Yeah. So ask for a reaction for a donation. Yes, okay. Let's make it a thing. Everybody who makes a donation, they can write their request, and I'll put a rush on them. Like I won't put them in the someday batch, but I will do them like as soon as possible. Okay, deal? Okay, thank you, Page Monster. Weather Symptoms? Oh, that's the Anathema album. Yeah. Yes, I keep being recommended their other albums, and I just can't seem to get around to them, listening to them. So next one, I think we're done with Anathema. If there are no, so the next thing is Dream Theater. Images and Words. Yay. Oops, sorry. Images. There will be a lot of Dream Theater albums on this chart. I'm sorry, this was my oven, and I'll be back in a minute. So, back to Dream Theater, Images and Words. I refer to this album as first album of Dream Theater, usually, because their discography, for me, starts from it. It's not the album I heard first. We will get there to that album that I heard first. But this is the album that, for me, is actually means that, oh, yay! Yay, thank you. some good coffee with it, thank you. Actually, I'm saving up for a new camera, so every little bit helps. So thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. And I will be waiting for your request to make it as soon as possible. Dream Theater, Dream. Wow. Play the entire. Oh. So yeah, Andrea. I saw Dream Theater during the Images and Words and Beyond tour. They played the entire album. Wow, that's a treat. That's a real treat. I love this album, like from beginning to the end. I actually have, if you check my Instagram, at Knock of the Metalhead, in one word. On IGTV, you have I have there's a video of me singing Metropolis 1. Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet. I actually need to re-record this, maybe as another one take cover. What do you think? Yeah, I've been thinking about other songs that I could actually do this in, because that video on my Instagram, this was made. It was shot in a rehearsal space, and the sound is from the camera, so from the speakers. And if I actually do this through my setup, I think it should come out pretty nice. Yeah, so I think I should do that. So Images and Words, yeah, it's for me, it's the first album by Dream Theater, because when Dream and Day unite, I really don't like a single song on it. and it's with a different singer. So Images and Words is when James LeBrie joined them, and they produced a real hit. Like Pull Me Under is their most popular song ever, according to them. Like they even have this compilation album that's called The Greatest Hit, and 28 other cool songs. Other cool songs or other awesome songs, something like that. But meaning that Pull Me Under is their greatest hit. Yeah, so, yeah, and it's an awesome song, yeah. All that I feel is honor and spite. All I can do is set it right. Yeah, I'm still a little sore from, well, being ill. Yeah, so I'm sorry for a little rasp in there. But yeah, hopefully I'll get better sooner. Better sooner or later, because I really want to sing and I want to take some lessons. So what is it? Sorry, sorry, just saw you, just helping with my son's wedding tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah, awesome news. Congratulations to your son and his spouse, future spouse. Yeah, it's great. What? Oh, what is it? That's a strange notification. Okay, sorry. No liking for Imperial Age, symphonic metal, band from closer to you. I don't know any Russian symphonic, just other metal. I heard them. The quality is off the charts. It's fantastic what they do with the vocals, and but it's not exactly my kind of symphonic. I prefer symphonic with the prog twist, you know. But this and Imperial Age, this kind of symphonic with like steady time signatures and stuff, like they remind me really much of Therion. And that's not really my cup of tea, but I do appreciate the mastery. Do you, if you want some Russian symphonics, you should check out Rabius. I did a reaction on them recently. Recently, yeah, a couple months back. But well, for me, it's recently, yeah. Where's the Metropolis video? The Metropolis video is in my Instagram on IGTV. IGTV, what is it? Tab, yeah, tab. So, kind of like The Ocean Born is the first Nightwish album, to honest opinion, because yeah, he sung and ruined it. Yeah, kind of like that. But well, that's his vision. That's still his vision. But I'm just a listener, so I don't get any say in it. But I'm just saying that for me, it's the first album of Dream Theater. Last Dream Theater and a couple of stuff from Metropolis back too, and Black Clouds and Silver Linings. Mm-hmm. I'll answer to that a little later when there will be some other a lot of other Dream Theater albums in this list. So one is a French Canadian who lives in Finland. She's followed Nitro since there. Oh, okay. It's not Rabi, yes, but not Rabius, Rabies. It's Latin and it's like rabies, like the illness, but well, they mean it in Latin as in fury. Yeah, that's how they mean it. So yeah, they're nice. I did you should follow the, you should yeah, you should. I did a reaction on their latest song and the latest video. But if you follow the link to their YouTube page, they have recently released a lockdown concert. It should be really good, and they have some other concerts with good quality audio and video shots. So it will be a treat. Vladislava is a really good singer, and well, they're all really cool, yeah, and professional. Yeah. What's that? Yeah. So let's go further. So the album of Dream Theater that has the greatest hit, we got it. So the next Dream Theater album on the list is Falling into Infinity, which kind of sounds different from all the rest of Dream Theater albums. Kind of lighter, maybe a little bit, but it still has absolutely amazing melodies, and some of the songs are absolutely, all of the songs are absolutely gorgeous. And actually, I think I wanted to do a review of Sons of Apollo's latest album, and I think it's like cosplaying this album of Dream Theater, because that's the album where Derek Sherinian played. Basically, it's the only album where he played, not counting A Change of Seasons, because it's basically one single song of an album, and the rest is cover songs, live cover songs. But this is actual collaboration between him and the band, and it's very, I don't know, disconcerting that in his solo band, oh, not his solo band, but in a band made of rock and metal all stars like Mike Portnoy, what's his name? I don't remember what. Jeff Scott Soto, yes, Billy Sheehan, and I forget the name of their guitarist, but he's also very, very famous. And so they have this all-star lineup, and they end up making a cosplay to Falling into Infinity, like, and with actual quotes of it. They had a whole quote of, what's the name of that song? Deep in New York City. It's raining. Trial of Tears? No, Trial of Tears. Raining deep in heaven. That one. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. Yeah. So also, Ron Bumblefoot. Yes, that's him. That's him. Complex prog music, like Frank Zappa, Rush, only metal. I gravitate towards metal. Prog rock is a little too light for me, actually. But I'm sorry if that was too loud. It was too loud for me. Yeah. No, I hope the no fire alarm gets. I set up a timer, so when it buzzes, I'll go and turn it off. So yeah, prog rock is kind of lightish for me, but if you check out Ishan's latest EP, it's called Pharos. No, well, yeah, and there it's basically prog rock. it's basically art rock. What I would call art rock, because well, a lot of stuff gets called art rock, especially. By the way, I haven't heard this term used much these days. I know I distinctly remember I heard a lot of it when around 2005, maybe 2006. Well, in the 2000s, but now it's barely ever used. Maybe because people are more sophisticated, more and distinguish between genres better now. I don't know. Maybe they want to distinguish more precisely between the genres and don't just assign general general names for it. Yeah. So I'll return to Dream Theater, and like I said, the other album where Derek Sherinian played was A Change of Seasons, and for some reason that completely defies me, it's not on the list, but it's my absolute favorite of Dream Theater. That very song, which is 23 minutes long. And this is where you get this is where you should that's why she calls 5-minute songs short. Yeah. So yeah, that's why the Dream Theater is the reason that I call 5-minute songs short. Yeah. And well, prog metal in general. Yeah, when I heard it first, A Change of Seasons, I immediately loved it to bits, and I refused to listen to anything else until I learned it completely, like memorized it in my head completely to the very last note. And I listened to it on repeat for maybe a month, maybe a little less than a month. I don't remember really, but it was on repeat for a lot of times, and I still remember the whole of it. Yeah. Sirens. Oh, that there it is. So, please forgive me for a second. I'll be back right there. So yeah, where were we? Dream Theater, Falling into Infinity. What's next? Dimo Porgir. Yes. And I missed some. Love memorizing albums, not remembering stuff. Lyrics sucks. Yeah. The funny thing about remembering a lyric is that I kind of catch a lot of it when it's sung in a clean voice. I usually catch a lot of words by myself, but sometimes I catch, like, sometimes I think I caught the lyrics and I memorize them like that. Sometimes I don't catch. I catch only half, and then I just sing the similar syllables because I'm too lazy to look in the lyrics. And actually, there was a funny moment, just where a host would provide various interesting phrases. And one of the phrases was, "I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw you." Like, I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw you. Throw. And I immediately, when I heard it, when I saw it, I immediately realized that all these years, the lyric in a Dream Theater song went as far as I could throw you, because I always thought it went as far as I control you. So as far as I control you versus as far as I can throw you. Yes, I was like, boom, mind blown. Yay, finally, after all these years, when I thought I knew the lyrics to that song. The song name is Lie, and I'll return to it when we talk about this Dream Theater album. So now back to Dimmu Borgir. Dimmu Borgir. Yes, Dimmu Borgir. That's how they pronounce it. Somebody, when I posted the chart on Instagram, someone asked me like, yeah, someone commented saying, yeah, I'd really like to see the video about these albums just to see how Dimmu Borgir ended up in this on the prog snob list. Well, I'm not a prog snob. I love prog, but I can't call myself a prog snob. Really, don't get King Crimson. Yeah, but I appreciate his musical, well, his flight of imagination. That's what I get. That's the only other musicians that I get this feeling from is Ishan and Devin Townsend. Those are the guys who make music like they make music, very complex music, but they make it sound so effortless and they're like they can combine everything in it. So and you just have this feeling that they just pour themselves out in music and go wherever their imagination, their musical vision leads them to, and they're just, well, making it look good, sound good, all that. Yeah. So back to Dimmu Borgir again. Yeah. So this is Abrahadabra, 2010. Yeah. I'm really surprised that actually another Dimmu Borgir album is not on that list, because I listened to Puritanical Euphoric Misanthropia on repeat like a lot. And these two, Abrahadabra and Puritanical Euphoric Misanthropia, are my most favorite. It's just so monolithic. Yeah, that's a word. Monolithic and streamlined and musically, and very powerful, very epic, very really packing a kick. And I hope you've seen them go live with most of the stuff from it on Forces of Eternal Night. I only seen the Norwegian televersion of it, and there's a DVD, and I still haven't listened to it. Huh. They did this on Wacken, also with a choir and an orchestra. Yeah. So yeah, this is some powerful stuff. This is one of the few black metal bands that I really love. And yeah, I actually went to their concert when they came here last. When was that? In 2018, I think. Yeah, or maybe 19. I think 18. Yeah, it was cold. It was pretty cold. So I didn't live as well. Crowd surfed. Ooh, crowd surfed. That's cool. I don't risk that, but yeah, props and respect for that. So, hey, now the Dream Theater album. Yep. Somehow I did this with a southern accent a little bit. But okay, Dream Theater, Train of Thought. This is 2005, and this is the first album of Dream Theater that I actually heard. Yeah, I was dating a guitarist back then, and he recently made friends with people heavily immersed in prog music, and they gave him that CD and said like, "Oh, listen to that. That's the stuff." And of course, I listened to it too, and I immediately loved it. Really awesome. This is a really awesome album. It was after that I listened to the rest of their discography up to that date. That was in 2005 or 2006. 2006, I think. Maybe 2000. Yeah, I think it was 2005, or maybe even, yeah, it was 2005 because yeah, it was released that year. And yeah, then I became a big fan of Dream Theater like immediately. Absolutely, I don't think anything has captured me that much, maybe except Ishan. Yeah, yeah. So Train of Thought, and it actually was one of my favorite latest albums uh, up until Octavarium hit. Yeah. So Train of Thought is it's a very heavy but also very melodic album. I love how it combines all that, and I really enjoy mm, the instrumental track. Um, Stream of Consciousness. No, not Stream of Consciousness. The Stream of Consciousness. Yeah. So yeah, this is the really cool album. So next, Ramzet. I think yeah, Ramzet. Intra. This is their third album, and third out of five. And my favorite ones is this one and the fourth one, and it will be there later. What I love about Ramset, it's a Norwegian band, and it's also prog metal, but heavily rooted in black metal. Not heavily, but significantly. Like you can hear the roots in the dirtyish sound, the scream of Zed, the guy, and there's also female cleans and also the violin. Yeah. So this was when they actually this album marked the stage of them of their music where they embrace their eclectic nature with prog and stuff, and a little bit of like carnival carnival vibe, and also pretty heavy but very melodic, very melodic. I love the songs from this. And the next one is Dream Theater Octavarium. Finally, yeah. It comes after, in their discography, it comes after Train of Thought, and it's absolutely awesome. I kind of under underappreciated it at first. It seemed to me a little too I don't know how to say that. A little too contrived, not contrived, no. A little too sleek, I should say. Maybe it's like everything fits too well. Like it's too smooth. I don't know. But it was pretty heavy, smooth not in sound, but in yeah, I'd say in musicianship, in compositions. Um, but now I realize that it can actually be named one of my favorite Dream Theater albums. Yeah, I've got a lot of one of favorite Dream Theater albums, but basically all of them since Images and Words to Octavarium are my favorite Dream Theater albums, except maybe Metropolis. I don't really like. I like it musically, but I don't appreciate the melodramatic plot. It's a little too much whining. Poor Vanessa. Oh no! Poor Vanessa, not poor Vanessa. Um, what was her name? Victoria. Victoria. Poor Victoria. Poor Victoria. Poor Victoria. The whole album, but the melodies are top notch. Really, really cool album. Actually, I just realized that there's one album that I absolutely adore that is not on this list by Dream Theater. It's 6 Degrees. 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, a double album with one part is like five songs that are, well, separate songs. And the other CD is, it's sort of considered one song, like sixth track, but it's like a little metal opera of a song. Actually, they performed it live. I think a score. They actually performed the whole that whole concept track CD with a symphonic orchestra, and it focuses. I really love the concept. It's about mental illnesses, and each one is so it's very insightful, and it's very touching, and it's very, I don't know, it's disturbing in a good way, like that. Just like, especially like the grand finale, the losing time. It's about a woman with a dissociative disorder, basically known as multiple personality, when you don't remember bits of your life because you dissociated, you stopped being yourself. Yeah. So faith in the face of the mental unrest helps us to understand the turbulence deep inside, and this grace of a human distress keeps us from saving those we love. Grace within our hearts and the sorrow in our souls, deception of fame, deception of fame, vengeance of war, lives torn apart, losing oneself, spiraling down, feeling the walls closing in, a journey to find the answers inside our elusive mind. Oh, I'm sorry for this big snippet, and thank you. Yeah, I'm really humbled, and I'm really really pleased. Yeah, so thank you very much for your donation. It will go to good thing and the camera, like I said. Yeah. Well, спасибо. Реально спасибо большое. So this was the I'm sorry for a little screwing it up a little, this piece, because yeah, I'm not exactly not as healthy as I would love to. I would love to be, but it reflects the whole album. It reflects the concept of the album. So a journey to find the answers inside our elusive mind, and helps us to understand the turbulence deep inside. The turbulence being the mental illness. So it's a really multi-dimensional work of art, and I really appreciate it. It's Dream Theater, 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. If you haven't listened to it yet, please do. I really recommend it. So what is next? So I was talking about Dream Theater Octavarium, actually, and then I switched to 6 Degrees. I love it. Thank you, Andrei. Oh, because before I switch, there was were you offline and Signal? Aria Floor doesn't Netherlands too. What aria is that? The Mio Bambino Caro. That one, the Italian one. I heard it. I saw it. It's cool. Like everything Floor does. Oh, this woman can't do any wrong by me. Because she's my superhero, the voice woman. Yeah. So, yeah. More singing. Oh, I'm sorry. I I will sing some snippets from the albums, I promise, but just I can't do that a lot. and we have about half an hour left, so please stay tuned. So another album by Ramsat, I already mentioned it, Neutralized. It's their 4th album, and this is the one that is my absolute favorite from Ramsat. It's just deliciously eclectic and heavy and melodic and everything, and symphonic and everything, just like really, really powerful work of music. If you like the stuff, if you like combination of black metal-ish screams with her main voice is just belting. Yeah. So here on Neutralized, this is the album that I holding my microphone, just unplugged, not plugged. I don't think I had any hardware back then. I mean, I had it, but it wasn't like I couldn't plug it in my home setup anywhere. So I just took the microphone, and at 3 a.m. I was like, "They curse me to ashes. They curse me." And it was, "This is my requiem, all that was left in me's from when I can't hear them sing my last anthem. This is my requiem." Oh yeah, oh that is such a powerful thing. Yeah, I really recommend it. So yeah, I really miss that house. That's more back when I lived with my parents. They live right now. I live in a block of flats, so I can't really make. You can't really yell at 3 a.m. in the morning. But back then, I lived with my parents in a separate house, like a cottage, and I had a room. It was like 1-story high main building, like, and my father built like an adjacent building to it to expand a little, with 2 floors, and my room was on the 2nd floor. So I could I missed that, but well, time well, life goes on. You need to you need to leave your parents, start a family. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is one. Symphony X, Paradise Lost. Yeah. So, like I said, I listened to their discography, parts of their discography first, and I didn't really like Russell Allen at first because on most of their albums he just barks and screeches, not screeches. Yeah, but here on this album, his singing is absolutely gorgeous, like absolutely gorgeous. So he shows off his entire both dynamic and what's and tonal range. So there are this is an amazing work of, it's an iconic work of prog metal or power prog metal. I'm not sure how to categorize them. Like power prog, I'd say, because there's a lot of power metal in it, a lot of heavy metal in it, also. Like, but this, yeah, this one is the best so far. Which what are you talking about? The Paradise Lost? Um, I agree, actually, because I kind of like the 2 that came after it, Underworld and Iconoclast. They too have some pretty nice songs, and I like the vocals on it, but they just don't get me that much. That really, that, I don't know, that hard. I don't know. So Symphony X, Paradise Lost, amazing ballads on it. When the stars lose their flight and night makes them The night takes the morning away, forever and a day. I will stay here with you, oh my love. Sacrifice a heartbeat away from paradise. All my reasons giving way to temptation. Fear and change, looking for someone else to blame. We're devoured by these foolish accusations. Ugh, sorry, I'm neglecting it, but you will have to tolerate it. Yeah, so the next one is another iconic singer of metal and prog metal, namely James LaBrie. So, what? Actually, I need to. I should give it their discography fresh ear, because I find that a lot of things that I dismissed back then in the 2000s is actually some really good stuff. And when I return to it, it sounds a lot better than my initial impressions of them. Maybe probably because of my increased listeners experience. Yeah, stuff like that. And thank you for the singing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for listening, for tolerating it. Yeah. So the next one, James LaBrie, Elements of Persuasion. So James LaBrie, if on the off chance that you don't know who that is, it's the so this is he's pretty prolific musician, and he also actually has the creative energy not only for Dream Theater but also for his solo career. I've listened to other of his albums, and this one is the one that I get most. Elements of Persuasion. It's heavy and melodic. I think you noticed by now that my main that the main thing I love about all these albums, that they are heavy and melodic, and um, this because it means a lot to me for music to have good melodies and nice singing material. Yeah, because I love singing along. I love singing songs that that I love. I'm sorry, sorry for that cluster of words. Yeah, so I love singing along, and it means it really warms my heart to have something to sing when I sing along. So for that was one of the reasons why I didn't really like extreme vocals for a really long while, because I couldn't sing along to them. I still can't, but they grew on me definitely, and right now I listen to a lot more music with extreme vocals. That's a happy birthday here special. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you guys are taking the time to come to my stream and to congratulate me. I really appreciate it. This means really much to me. Yeah. So James LaBrie, a lot. This is not exactly prog. I think it's not really prog at all. The hymn and some captivating melodies and some really yeah, like I said, captivating melodies. Some really nice. On his further albums, I didn't find as many songs that I get that would actually make me listen to them a lot. But this one was a repeat, and I still remember every song. And my favorite one is "Pretender," but I'm not gonna sing it. But it's yeah, yeah, and so really cool vocal lines, really nice arrangements, very and also, like I said, it's also monolithic. It's also very very nicely put together. Like they sound like they belong together. I mean, almost a lot of albums do, but this one is like a whole thing. Yeah, I hope I'm making myself clear. I hope I'm making any sense. Anyway, so another Dream Theater album. Awake, awaken, awaken. I'm sorry, that's Death Clock. Yeah. First serious attempt at heavier stuff because later they will embrace the brutal side of metal. They try to, yeah, but this is really groovy. This is really, the riffage is really powerful. Very, very nice. No, love it. Love, oh, it's not a concept two part album. So the astonishing, yeah. But I love it. By the way, remember I was telling you about that song that contained lyrics with a very interesting phrase. Uh, Lie. It's called Lie. It's like, so you tell me you trust me, I can trust you as far as I can throw you. So I'm trying to get out of a shadow of doubt because I don't know if I know you. Don't tell me you wanted me. Oh yeah, it was fun. It was really nice. Sorry. Um, yeah. So awake. If you're not much into prog, but you love some groovy, heavy stuff with good vocals, that's the album of Dream Theater that I would recommend. Because yes, of course, it has all the signature solos by John Petrucci and Jordan Rudess and all that complexity. But on the whole, they kind of dialed down the complexity a little bit. They made it a little more mainstream. This one, yeah. Okay, and that's it. That's it. Oh, yeah. We still have 15 minutes. And I have some happy birthday greetings from Patagonia, Argentina. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it. So, any questions, suggestions, anything? Um, I wish I could do have some stats over the other years of my Last Defense Crumbling to see what happens there, because these albums is clearly what I listened to about, up to 2010 or maybe 2011. Yeah. So, and then after that, I really really good. There's also there's интересные сообщения, 2000 рублей. Ну, у меня день рождения, и я сказала, что если кто-нибудь хочет меня поздравить, пожалуйста, можете сделать это кнопочкой. И вот товарищ, мой большой фанат, он решил поздравить так. Вот, спасибо еще раз ему большое. So, yeah. Yeah, the question is, well, what's that 2,000 rubles comment? Interesting, yes. So yeah, like I said, it's my birthday. So if you want to to make a donation as a little present for me, you're welcome to do that through that button. Yeah, donation button. I would be very humbled and pleased. So please consider that if you like my contents. Also, accepting with donations. I promise. I promise prioritized request reactions for all donors. So yeah. Unfortunately, that's all I can promise to donors for now. I was some people. Some people actually asked why I didn't do Patreon stuff, because a lot of reaction bloggers do that. I considered it, but right now I'm I barely have enough time to make some actual reactions, like the ones that are, well, on the channel, like main block of contents. But if I am to invite donors, patrons to Patreon, then I have to give something back. It's a responsibility, yes, and it's absolutely rightful to have this responsibility to your donors and to thank them for support. And I thank you all for support, not only donors, but everyone who came to this stream, everyone who watches my videos, who enjoys them, who writes nice comments under them. I really do appreciate them. So, but for now, unfortunately I can't do any additional videos. So what is it? Mhm. Yes, I do promise to keep my love to symphonic metal, but mostly prog actually. But I do love symphonic stuff. Yeah, George Dan. Wow, thank you, thank you. Oh, this is. Oh, guys, you're so cool. I really just put this thought out there, just like a suggestion, and I didn't really expect anything to come out of it. But you're surprising me so thank you very much. I will put this to use. Like I said, I could use a new camera, one that requires a little um, less trouble hooking up to computer. When I started this YouTube, uh, I was actually fortunate enough to have a lot of equipment that I needed. I had ring light, which I didn't have the time to set up today. Yes, now back into my resulting video. Uh, uh, it has become a trouble plugging this DSLR into my Mac, so the the quality is unstable. Sometimes it plugs in well, sometimes, and like my latest one, it's it's horrible. I don't know what happened really. I'm at a total loss, and I have two more with that quality, and I can bring myself with that quality, but those are pretty nice reactions. I would like to share them. I need to. Just a second. Somebody else. So, anything else you'd like to know? Um, I'm gonna open up. Oof, open up a different version of this chart. There's also a chart. Mm. There's also some albums that are not in this. This is like top 16, but there was also a version with top 25. I'm gonna find it now. Just a second. Yeah, there it is. So also the top 25 also includes such things as Arch Enemy, Anthems of Rebellion, a very, well, a very famous album. I'm sure you know it. Mhm. Yeah, but I haven't prepared the big, so yeah, that's. Um, so it's also System of a Down. Suddenly, Toxicity. Yeah, Toxicity. It's a really cool album with pretty groovy songs and really nice melodies. Eat the turkey with potatoes and your favorite jelly. Scene coffee. Yeah, you have a nice day too. Thank you. Actually, for the turkey, I have kind of a ratatouille with the, but a modified version with not just the eggplants and eggplants, potatoes, and peppers, but also I have a zucchini and potatoes in it, and some home cheese or homemade cheese. So, okay, quickly. Uh, Arena Contagion. If you haven't, I don't know if anybody. sorry. I don't know if anybody knows them, but they're a British. Oh, just well, we only have 5 minutes left, so you'll be back to your eating in no time. So this is their second album, and oh yeah, and then their first album, Escape. So in Escape was absolutely experimental for the creator, and it's really female vocals, just like a little bit of a sort of a I'm inside you, I'm in your mind, all around you, no sleep. And yeah, very creepy, very changed the lineup from a one-man band. He evolved it into an actual band, and no sleep. Oh, I'm sorry that now it's stuck in my head. Where was I? And so yeah, it already has some female vocals and already has some more melodies, but it's not yet intra. Intra is a lot more intricate. Intra is a lot more intricate. Yeah. So the next one is Ambient, Fate of a Dreamer. If you like Arion, Ambient is like ambient Arion side project. When it's one of the projects where he recycled sort of his melodies with a different twist, like Guild Machine. Yeah, like Guild Machine. Guild Machine also recycles a lot of melodies from 01, and this one recycles melodies mostly from actual fantasy. Yeah. Yeah. So, and it's done with the gorgeous Astrid van der Veen. I think that's what was her name. Is her name? Yes, of course. She's yeah, getting hungry. Yeah. So, but with her lyrics, like I said, I don't really like Arion lyrics because they're also straightforward narration. Because Astrid wrote them, and on Guild Machine, Laurie Lindstruth wrote the lyrics, and they're absolutely gorgeous, fascinating. I think actually Guild Machine should be on that list because I also listened to it like gazillion times, but maybe it didn't top the scrubbles of this. Maybe I'm really not sure why. Wait, why Wages of Sin is not in it because my favorite Arch Enemy song is from it. Savage Messiah. Oh, love it. Yay. Savage Messiah. And I can't do extreme vocals yet. I hope to. Yeah, so, and then Metallica. Load. Suddenly, yeah. Actually, once again, I'm surprised that it doesn't have another Metallica album on it, the Black Album. 1991, the iconic album. It's absolutely breathtaking. But well, Load. I know a lot of people hate Load and Reload because they're pretty far from their early sound, but I think they have some pretty good songs in it, like exactly songs, as in compositions, as in lyrics, and just that sound right. They're very different from the other stuff that came before, but they're still really, really good, I think. And the last one is Derek Sherinian Mythology. So, like I said, Derek Sherinian was used to be a Dream Theater keyboardist on A Change of Seasons and Falling into Infinity, and now he's and also he produced some, not produced, wrote some solo stuff, a lot of solo stuff actually, and actually he has an album coming up, or maybe it's already released, like it's about to be released. If you like this kind of stuff, like keyboard driven prog, Zakk Wylde, the guitarist, the famous guitarist, and it's pretty heavy. It is metal. My favorite not song track on it is Day of the Dead. Absolutely amazing riffage, on both keyboards. Thank you very much for uh, participating in the stream, for your comments, for your congratulations, for your donations. Thank you very much. Actually, I will leave. I think I will set up a coffee account to, if in case someone else wants to congratulate me with a small number. No, it isn't, but it's a figure of speech. Yeah. So yeah.